I think it's one of the things you said was really good about environments and knowing how to fit in different environments. And I
Mhm.
think that's also where that shows your femininity and that shows your friendliness as well. Like if you're able to adapt in different environments and like, okay, this is a professional business event, you know what attire to put on, you know how to present yourself, and you know how to not be embarrassing, like, so to, I want to, well, I guess the word embarrassing, it is embarrassing sometimes when you're out and you're like, sis, why, sis? I wish you didn't. Why are you the only other Black person at this event? And that's what you chose. And it's like sometimes it happens though. And I think it's really important that also, I think that's probably part of what Shantae's saying, like your upbringing. My mom doesn't wear pants at all. Doesn't matter where she's going. My mom does not wear pants. She wears skirts and that's it. She had a very structured, and I don't know if you know about Caribbean culture, but very structured. They take pride. They wear the uniforms. The uniforms are pressed. I don't know what I've been seeing these last couple of weeks, months as I go out, where we got women just straight up in bonnets working. And I'm like, sis, why you got a bonnet on? Like you were at work,
Ban
coming to
them
work
in public. They should be
in
banned from doing.
public, wearing a whole bonnet. Can I take your order? And it's like, no, I don't want you to take my order. I don't want nothing you given today. It is just overall like, who taught you to leave the house like this? Like, how could you be at work like this?
But you know what?
Um,
It's the company's faults too, because they need to enforce some type of company policy that says you need to be presentable for work. That's unacceptable.
but I think some people don't even know what presentable is. Like
I
what
think
business.
everybody should know that wearing a bonnet in public is
Oh
not
yeah, bonnet. No, bonnet at work. I would never.
that is
Well,
not
I
I
don't even.
think
I'm one of those people that are in the airport that don't wear bonnet. Like I
it's
travel,
gotten
and
even
I
I don't
don't
worse.
even own a
travel a
bonnet.
lot. I travel a lot for work, so I'm a
No bonnets to
representation.
the gas station either, please.
It has
Please.
So I'm a
gotten so much
representation.
no
worse
bonnets
since
outside the house, period.
I mean, it's sleepwear.
yeah.
It's
For sleep.
sleepwear.
It,
Exactly.
it has gotten so much worse since the pandemic. Not just with the bonnets, but just in like we were saying in terms of decorum, like knowing how to dress when you're in certain places. Like even in a like I've seen teachers wearing stretch pants with flip-flops on to work, where it is gotten to the point where you're just like, really, you showed up to work like that? And since the like I said, since the pandemic is, every once in a while you see a few people that you're like, oh, why she wear that? But now it has been occurring so much more. And it's not just the women, I'm also seeing men like showing up with like ripped jeans to work, camouflage.
I saw guys with like the do rag
Yeah,
on. I
yeah.
went to a crab place and this dude had a do rag on, and I'm like,
I think some
But
companies are lenient when you're not customer or client facing, but
but these people
but
are.
still,
it should be some
mm-mm,
level of work policy
mm-mm.
where certain attire is not acceptable, even if that company or that establishment does not have a dress code. Like,
I mean, you just got to be professional when you go out. Like, I don't know if y'all mentioned this already since I'm just joining here, everybody. But I'll never forget when I was like, and I tell everybody, like, I'm a product of my environment. So I never forget when I was younger and I was like in high school driving, and I would go to the gas station. I would have my hair maybe wrapped up, and my pajamas on. My mom was like, "You can't go to the gas station. You can't go out in public looking like that." So that's how I was able to learn, like, that's not how you're supposed to be out in public. And I always say this, but I still feel like somebody has to teach these young people how to be adults. And I don't think adults understand that you have to teach the kids how to be adults. Like, people just don't learn this stuff. I mean, you can, but it's very hard. And I think that everybody needs a mentor if you don't have a parent that's teaching you. And I think that makes a big difference, because literally that's the only reason why I stopped wearing pajamas to the gas station, because all my friends and stuff were wearing it. So I never thought it was nothing wrong with it. My mom was like, sis, no, you can't do that.
I remember one time in college.
In college, yes.
I was gonna say, I remember one time in college that we had been partying or whatever, and got in late, and I had to get up. I had an early class, and I remember I rolled into class with my pajamas on. Did you not?
I probably did that
But
too.
I went to a PWI, but this particular class, I had a black professor. And when I say he chewed me out, like in front of class, it was like, do not ever show up in my class in your pajamas.
Right.
Have some couth about yourself, get dressed, and come to class. I'd rather you come late or not at all than show up unpresentable. And I was like, dang, okay.
Not even to my 8 a.m. classes did I roll out of bed and show up.
I'm guilty. I did on my campus. It was a little bit the norm. It was back when everybody was wearing the flannel pajama pants, and you would probably put on like a tank top, your sneakers, or some slides or something. And I made the mistake my freshman year of signing up for 8 a.m. classes.
Girl, didn't we all?
I did that too my freshman year. Never again.
My freshman year never happened again.
Biology at 8 a.m. was not
you
the
live and you
business.
learn. You live and you learn.
Right.
So there were a few times where I would throw on those pajama flannel pants and a tank top. I went to school in Arizona. It was so hot. So a tank top and like some sandals, but it was kind of the norm, but that still did not make it acceptable. And I wish I had professors that would have called us out on that. But I remember hearing some of my friends that went to schools in Atlanta, and they're like, "Oh no, honey, we're dressed up wearing heels every day, walking across
That
the
was high school
class." So it was like it was a different environment. So that was the environment that I was in, and it doesn't make it acceptable. You still pajamas are meant to be worn in the home, not outside the home. I don't care what celebrity or singer is making it hot to wear silk jammies as part of an outfit attire. They are meant to be worn in the house, but it just shows the different environments in being on different campuses. How you had the girls that was in heels, dressed up, full face makeup, strutting across the quad, going to class every day, whereas we were, and it wasn't a normal thing. But like I said, I made the mistake of signing up for an 8 a.m. class my freshman year and had to trot across campus. I was halfway still asleep. So, again, not acceptable. But I wish I did have professors that called us out on that.